to bring the jungler as well versus the Gangplank, and so Gangplank tries to scale up. You have your passive for extra gold generation, and you try to get dragon plays off with your ultimate. If Gangplank committed to like River just did, it is 40 seconds for the respawn. Well, we're going to have some action here, so we'll pause on the Kindred talk.
All right, a little bit of educational content interrupted by a brawl as River has to try to flash away, but it's actually first blood for River. Nagari will fall down in the top lane, and it is a trade. Wow. We'll see if Tank and PSG Talon can circumvent those, as lots of good trading coming down.
To get into turret range, he wanted to proc his passive on it to execute. He does get it, but he goes down and trade for it now. River in the 1v1.
Not quite a full 1v1 as Hanabi's able to back him up there with the ulti, and when the mid laner rotates over.
Other opportunities, farming your opponent's camps, setting up your vision, Dragon's towers, lane pressure that you should be trying to create.
We'll take the Scuttle Crab while Canyon takes his topside camp, but it's a three-man dive coming through onto Hanabi, and they should be able to grab the kill onto him here. The burst goes through, the damage comes down, and Hanabi goes
here from PSG. Very good by them not to give anything back. And this
already made his way down here just walking, so he doesn't have to use the TP to get involved. Drake down to 2K, Enchanted Crystal Arrow flies through, not going to find anything, neither will the Bard ulti. But River is able to grab the kill onto the Drake, but now the health bars are popping, and PSG is dropping. Showmaker grabbing the kill onto Tank as the fourth shot flies through and finds a
on bottom side. After these extra kills that they pull through, Dragonfight, not only is bottom lane going down at the same time, but they're even threatening the dive.
Canyon on the side could set up some serious damage here. Remember, he doesn't have the ulti ready to go. Barrel's nearly killed off. Unified's doing a lot of work chasing
so many cooldowns that they don't feel bad about losing that smite fight. They get all three outer towers.
He's now vulnerable when PSG decide they can make a move on him again in the next 5 minutes. Hanabi face checking the brush. Canyon and Nagari are right there. The Gangplank so incredibly low. Lamb's rest, but keeping him alive. Horn comes through. Hanabi walking away. A little bit of follow-up damage there from Barrel, but they won't be able to find him, and now the turnaround's coming through from PSG Talon. Barrel's on the run. Kaiwing here on the front line, going to be stunned up against the wall. Damage continuing to follow up. Deadly Flourish locks him down. Unified walking around. Unified dodges away from the shots, but Nagari takes him down.
No possibility of a savior. This should be Damwon really pushing their advantage. Coming out ahead in that little skirmish there with the
tanky boy in the top lane. Speaking of tank in the top lane, he is working on that tier 1 turret and does manage to take it down. That is the first flash. He gets over the wall. He saves himself. Now the counterattack's coming through. Ornhorn sounds off. CC's going to follow it up there. The Jhin ultimate providing the slows. Kaiwing trying to walk away, uses the thick skin, but it's not thick.
The Baron now being forced down. PSG, can they make the miracle steal?
PSG knows they can't just allow Damwon to get away from this. That ulti wasn't quite on the mark, but Tank's able to find the kill onto Baron.
Another tower after that Baron. Flowers doubling your stat already here.
But Nagari's still looking to knock that Ornhorn through there. Hanabi's not going to end up dropped anytime soon here as Tank tries to deal with Showmaker in the 1v1. Fires off the ulti, doesn't even force the ulti away from the Echo, however. Barrel lands his own ult, and now it's trouble here for Unified. He gets gobbled up by the Tom Kench, but never mind, baby, that's a 2-for-1 deal. 5-1
to Damwon.
All right, as things are starting to look very dire here for PSG Talon, I do want to give everybody an update on the state of PSG and their miracle run. So it turns out, thanks to our stats magicians behind the scenes, hold on, let's see if Hanabi, speaking of magicians, let's see if he can make himself disappear, or if Damwon Gaming's going to do it the hard way. Looks like it's the hard way, my friends, as Hanabi goes down in the 1v4 here, but back to get out of groups. And, oh no, it's a 3% chance to get a tiebreaker. And then you have to win the tiebreaker. So let's see if
is that level 16 on Echo with the Lich Bane. He'll cut right through that tower. Meanwhile, mid lane not going to stand much longer either.
No, sir. Mid lane tier 3 turret just collapses. Bottom lane tier 2 turret says, don't worry, buddy, I'm coming with you. Showmaker makes short work of that one. And now with a 7-2 turret lead, 10-4 kill lead, tied up Drakes and an 8,000 gold edge, Damwon Gaming are looking to put this one to sleep. Let's see if they can make this one last fight count here. If they get a good fight, it is all said and done. Mid lane inhibitor is already gone. Cannon minions cleared out of bottom lane. 1 minute left on the Baron, so there's still going to be a couple more waves that Damwon get to enchant with that Baron buff, push up here and try to end this game with. Full health bars for everybody on Damwon, still hanging out. Now they've got both carries putting the damage onto the tier 3. They rotate so quickly. This team knows how to move and strike and make it count every single time. Tank lands a stun, but it's only on the orange, so it will not even matter. Minions continuing to push up. Here come the super minions. Baron still buffed up for another 30 seconds. Nexus turret number 1 is already gone. Here comes the Ornn Horn. There goes the follow-up. Kaiwing keeping his AD carry alive as Ornn is once again stunned. Nagari soaking all the damage here in the front line, but into the back line goes Showmaker, Playmaker, Life Taker. Absolutely shredding through some health bars. Going back to the base now, and he can use the TP to immediately rejoin. It's double TP showing up. It's Nexus exposed. It's Damwon Gaming doing what Damwon Gaming does. Picking up a couple of freebies here on the step to the fountain, putting the last couple of auto attacks into the Nexus, and going up to a 4-0 record here in groups so far, taking their sweet damn time.
Always roots for upsets in these groups. I want to see Rogue make this group interesting. Vander and Hansama
with gonna have to go in there, but Kanavi is trying to counter jungle the enemy red here now. He has backup from his bottom lane. And now Vander's in some trouble. The Pantheon is caught out of position, but he takes the first blood. It is a
one crumb off of a popcorn chicken piece.
Oh, it's half a chicken nugget just for some reason left in the bottom of the box. And now the dive's coming in the bottom lane. It's a 3-man dive. Goodbye.
To rely upon Yagao threatening the dive now. And there's no ult on Finn.
There's no ult on Finn, and both of these champions have aggro drop for whoever tanks the turret first. There you go. Yagao ends up using it, but now Zoom goes in. Hextech Ultimatum will buy him enough, and Yagao now doing the damage onto the turret, looking to take down those plates. But what's this, Kobe? Back in the bottom lane yet again. Inspired is looking for Loken. The Jhin still has the flash, doesn't have to use it to escape this one. But now Set is all alone underneath the turret. Here comes Larson on the Orianna. The Haymaker doing good job just to try to buy a little bit more time. Inspired takes the kill. Working on these plates, getting as much extra money as they can. Look at the CS difference. 73 versus 45. And now Lamau has to try to get himself away from this one, or does he? The turnaround is there.
We'll go over to JDG.
JDG, happy about that one, man. You might see an attempt here from Rogue, but JDG will secure the Rift Herald. No fight here at the beginning. Yagao throwing out that parallel convergence. Orianna ulti finds its way onto the Echo, using the ulti now to reset his HP. TP comes in. JDG on the retreat. Vander down to 300 HP, looking to turn things around. Here goes the Set. Haymaker comes out, not finding the kill, and Ornn Horn is to interrupt him when he tries to knock it back. But Shelly is summoned up. They will be able to get bonus plate money out of this one, but here comes the Ornn. Jumping in with the Bellows Breath. TP going to be used next. Silas in some trouble. Kanavi trying to keep himself alive. A very nice shockwave, able to find the kill, and the jungler's already down. Rogue is making the moves and making quickly if one team manages to out-macro the other and get everybody in position for it. Inspired's in a really bad spot here. Tries to get himself away, but the collapse is coming down, and the Haymaker right upside the jaw takes him out. Here comes the Hextech Ultimatum, and now Finn's in a real bad spot. Flashes over the wall, keeps himself alive. The curtain call is open, and Finn is gone. JDG on the map. They go after the Drake. The enemy jungler still dead. They have the smite advantage, and they'll secure that
setup. And you're facing two dragons picked up by the team that has so many side lane options. You start,
but then, yeah, it didn't quite work out the way that he was expecting it to. Just got point and clicked by the Pantheon W, and that's not what he wanted to have happen. So now he's trying to escape in the 1v2 down here as Larson comes to collapse. Finn on the chase. Meanwhile, topside problems for Zoom as he gets himself away with a Hextech Ultimatum. Nice dodge avoiding the bait up there. Yagao still trying to run away. Larson continuing the chase. Parallel convergence coming down. Shockwave goes through. More damage onto Yagao. Kiting it out. How fancy are his feet? Can Yagao get away? Chrono break right back into the loving, waiting arms of the Bonk Master himself. Finn picks up a kill on Yagao, but inside, it's Loken getting a kill onto Hansama. There are dead bodies all over Summoner's Rift. Half of the players in this game are seeing grayscale on their screen right now.
Time for a lesson, Captain Flowers. What we're seeing on our screen is the ramifications of trying to pull off on two different sides of the map at the same time. Rogue pull off the 2v1.
Hansama putting all the auto attacks into this tier 1 turret. Should be able to pick this up, no problem. And that's good, because Rogue are starting to fall behind here in terms of gold a little bit. They got to make sure that JDG doesn't start to run away with this game. JDG currently up 2,000 gold, up 2 Drakes as well. bottom side, looking for the dive onto Finn. 3v1 is the name of the game. The Ornhorn gets coming through. There's so many damn Rams running around the bottom lane. Finn tries to survive. He will be taken down. It's Lamau grabbing the kill. Otherwise could have been caught out there, and they do not want to run into this in a 5 versus 4. Speaking of 5v4, it might be Rogue who's in that situation now. Finn runs away, but with a curtain call opened up, surely the man has no escape, and Loken puts the 4. Not think JDG will allow it. Instead, that will be third Drake of the game for JDG.
Yeah,
Sunfire keeping the Abyssal Mask. That graph is looking pretty scary if you are a Rogue fan right now, and the gold is only continuing to grow as Zoom takes down that tier 2 in the bottom lane. Ornhorn finds the target. Bone plating is knocked off. Nice avoidance of some of the damage there with a Hextech ultimatum. Zoom still looking to get himself away, trying to find the outplay. Inspired comes down to join the mix next to the squad, but Yagao has put himself in the flank position immediately. If he pops that parallel convergence, this could be exactly what they're looking for, but instead it's going to be Rogue starting the fight off onto Kanavi, who tries to get himself away. Vander's going to be thrown in. Aggressive Kalista ulti looking to find the damage. Meanwhile, on the opposite end of the fight, Larsen's going to be in some trouble. Zoom diving in. Hextech ultimatum does what it needs to do. Double kill over to the 80 carry of JDG. Finn's on the run. Hansama's kiting around, but it will not matter. He goes down. Finn barely walking away, but the
3 different directions. And honestly, Rogue made the good call to try and make the initiation before the flank actually comes in from JDG. They make the effort to attack Kanavi, go hard with their crowd control, try and force something to get an early lead in the team fight before JDG's coordination.
Hail Mary here.
I will say they're trying to force it here. Teleport does come in. Let's get into the fight as Yagao makes the threat.
Yagao looking to come in as the curtain call opens up, chasing Rogue away. Now Vander's stuck in a hard spot away from the rest of the team. Pantheon trying to keep himself alive there with the E, but he won't be able to do it. Now the Deadly Flourish comes out, not going to find the mark, but it is going to slow them down. Ornhorn goes through, but it's not going to find a whole lot here. Rogue still in trouble. Larsen going to be jumped on. Yagao leading the charge as Kanavi steals away the Ornhorn, but he won't be able to find the second part of Doom. Grabbing the kill onto Larsen there. Hansama going to drop, Inspire going to drop. And
set up in the strategy for both teams. The Orianna is a support build Orianna. He's got an Ardent Sensor over here. That's how you do 36 damage. And again, in this team fight, once Zoom got on him, it was a 2-shot on the Orianna. Again, the idea for Rogue Gaming, they want to get another say about it. They want to fight at the top of the group.
Kanavi's going in, and we're starting off yet another fight. The Silas is in some trouble, going to be juggled around, nearly taken down. Goes back in for the heal there with the Kingslayer, and he will find it. Stays alive for now. Turns around, the curtain call's coming down, and there goes Hansama. Yagao with the kill as Inspire barely hobbles away. They're looking to go over the wall to chase him down, but they won't be able to do it. Yagao, he found the R key this time. He finds the chrono break. He's staying alive, and JDG will continue their push. Vander is rooted up, however, he does have that shield to keep him safe. A little bit more damage onto the mid lane. Tier 3 turret takes it out. Kanavi still very low on health here, but JDG are confident moving forward. They have the advantage in terms of living players on the map. Hansam is dead for another
That's a
15.
good advantage to have.
That's a big ol' advantage to have, my friend. And Rogue are in one hell of a bad spot. They're 12,000 gold down. They're trying to defend their base, but it is so impossible at this point in time as JDG will look for the win push right here. Beautiful engage from Lamau, making sure he grabs all 3 with a face breaker. Now they're looking to finish this one off with a shockwave, trying to hold the line. But what can Rogue do against the assault from JDG? Zoom takes the kill onto Vander. Finn tries to run away. JDG will end this game and secure their spot in the knockout.
Still waiting to happen when you have those roaming around together. The burst damage is insane with the Sunlight passive, with the lockdown from Leona from super long. And the defense under that tower, that's one of the main reasons. So Rogue here with 3 members trying to pull it off.
Rogue looking for the dive.
Aftershock.
Still only a level 1 cannon, and he is first blooded. Barrel arrives into the top lane, but it's too damn little, too damn late. TP shows up. Nagari will get himself back up here. So now we've got Kennen and Leona laning together. Barrel's going in. He's got the level 2, but Nagari's still only level 1. Barrel's in some danger now. Might have bit off a little bit more than he can chew as the his fire flies, and the flash finds the kill, but now the return kill coming out as Nagari gets Hansama. He's going to chase down Vander as well. The shield.
Yes, you do get the kill, but you trade it back, and you spend your flash as Ashe.
Yeah. Nice ignite from Barrel, interrupting Finn's back. He can't go all the way in, because if he does, he draws too much turret aggro and dies. So he has to use the one ranged ability that's non-committal that he has, which is that Ignite. Now a little bit more damage to finish off the Scion underneath the form of Showmaker to show up and try to stop this. But they're saying, all right, you want to bring in a mid laner? We'll bring in a mid laner. 4v2 underneath the turret. Vander looking to start things off here. Stuns coming through. Nagari going down. Turret shot flying out. It makes the once in a blue moon time that you do see the lane swap a lot more fun than it was back in the day. And we've got ourselves
also, you know, the things they put in place. Here's the fight, though.
Oh, no time for layers. We got a fight breaking out as Vander's in some danger. Kanan grabs the kill into him. Larson trying to get away all the way out into the river. Rogue moving in to contest this one. Finn has already joined, but now they're looking to turn things back on Nagari. Here comes the Realm Warp, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Flash away, Inspired looking to live, but Inspired's looking to die. Ghost picks up the kill as Barrel falls to Larson. Stasis goes through and Vander is kept alive, but now the ulti from Nagari looking to lock him down. They'll find the kill there. Meanwhile, Canyon gets one at a time. As it looks like Damwon Gaming will not be stopped from taking down this tier 1 turret here in the top side. Also looking to make a play in the bottom. Inspired drops yet again. Second death here on the Lilia. Meanwhile, back in top lane, the camera pans over and the turret falls down. 4,000 gold lead for Damwon in 11 minutes.
And again, Showmaker just really showing off this Twisted Fate once again. Such a good pick to have when you are in lane swap scenarios, very obviously, because he's able to go turn around some of these kills. Nuguri is on the chase.
Oh boy, a little bit more damage might take him out. Flashing away from the Senna ulti that would have been able to kill him. Hansama stays alive and the turnaround comes through. Nagari goes down. Showmaker's on the run.
Dragon play here from Canyon. And Rogue are grouped up, but they're going for the kill. They're not going for the objective.
They're going after Showmaker. Looking for the Twisted Fate. Vander's here. He's got the Nautilus looking for the CC. Starts it off there with the ulti. Showmaker in some danger. Uses the cleanse. Tries to stay alive. He's going to be put to sleep. Here comes Inspired. There goes Inspired. There goes Showmaker. Trading back and forth all over the place. It's Farm has to be looking out for that economy. Bottom lane, it's Nagari and Canyon working together to take down the second turret of the game. The lead goes up to 5K before 14 minutes.
Flowers.
Yes, sir.
Canyon is higher level than the solo laners on Rogue. Finn just hit level 10 as you were talking.
He sidesteps a bowling ball as well and then just steps underneath the turret, not too worried about it. So Finn tried to go for the big play, didn't quite work out, and now Rogue might be caught yet again. Inspired tries to get away, but Barrel's also having to tank up a lot here. Goes for the solar flare. Larson is caught out. Barrel's on the front line, rooted up, not taking to use it here to break this tier 1. Doesn't look like they will. Last couple of auto attacks will take that one down, no problem.
The dives early on, plus in large part thanks to the assistance from Showmaker's Twisted Fate, creating those plays, using that ultimate really well. Arrow does hit, though. That's a big bounty.
Arrow hits Canyon, who tries to get himself away. Kites back with the collateral damage. Dredgeline makes a nice field goal. That's 3 points, but points aren't worth nothing in League of Legends. Hansama falls back, nearly completely out of mana, out of health. You're talking about all the tools in Damwon's kit, man. They got that whole fancy toolkit that you buy your dad on Christmas, and now Rogue's looking to come in and fight up against him. Inspired is taken down. Canyon goes godlike. Nagari coming in from the side. Piercing Darkness fired off. And look at all that damage. Goodbye, Finn. Goodbye, Rogue. Goodbye, hopes and dreams. Damwon Gaming.
So far behind at this point. We're going to keep seeing them just throwing all members at a possible pick. At this stage of the game, we're not winning this. Our coach was a scumbag, okay? You know, I was a child, so I'm not at fault here. The coach was a terrible influence. But that's what happened. And it honestly, it did work a couple of times where you kind of get in their head and they start missing
Showmaker
shots.
does have TP to join up with them. Rogue, yeah, they're going to show up here.
Oh, here we go, baby!
They're making it happen yet again. It's a 5-man Rogue entry into the fight, but now Nagari's turning it right back around. He's going to be juggled up and beaten down. Finn taking the kill, but Canyon's grabbing Legendary. There's your click, click, boom with the buckshot versus the deer. The natural counter. Bambi or not. But hey, Rogue is not going down easy.
Well, they may actually still be going down easy, but they're trying. They're throwing those punches.
Oh, Larson still doesn't even have the cooldown there. We're fine. It's been so long.
Aaron at your hands.
It is what it is.
What we want to see is the counterplay here. Actually, they've decided to split push there. Larson on the bottom side, he was split pushing towards that tower. Goes with the recall.
Canyon is not afraid of anything here in the mid lane. Goes after Finn and changing Crystal Arrow comes through, but it barely misses.
The bounty,
Canyon's walking away, but the Senna ulti comes through, keeping him alive, getting himself back there. Oh, the auto attack on Lilia. The poor Lilia never stood a chance. Somebody play the Arms of an Angel music,
Watch out,
man.
Eep.
Goodbye, Lillian. Watch out, Eep. Triple kill for the Graves. Finn is alive, but he brings down the hammer and gets smacked around anyway. Quadra kill for Canyon. Hans Sama is alive. It is time for the pentakill. They're just dancing together. Everybody's just having an old disco party around here. Hans Sama denying the penta, standing back in the fountain. The timer is still active. Canyon could still get this penta if they're able to find the kill onto Hans Sama.
How bad does he
want
want
to go
it?
underneath the turret. He goes into the stasis. Canyon needs a little bit of damage to take him out. He almost gets it. Hans Sama denies the pentakill at the 11th hour. And Damwon, they will take the win over Rogue and go.
I think that the Ezreal Karma is a little bit weaker in the early laning phase, especially when playing up against, the Caitlyn and the Lux. Do they know? Does Lumao know?
Only Unified's been spotted out. Lumao's going to get rooted up. And there goes the first kill. PSG on the board already. Oh, River's going to step out of the bush now. So now they definitely know that River knows because he has shown himself. Loken's rooted up. There's the light binding into the build of a Peacemaker. And Loken almost down. Kaiwing flashing forward. Can't quite get the final shot. Kaiwing healed up through the Ignite. Shielded as well with the Guardian. Kaiwing survives. Loken goes...
Lane, here we go.
TP coming in, Yagao gonna step forward with the taunt, and now River knows he is green lit for the gank. Flash away from Yagao, but the stun still lands. River still on the chase here. No flash for him, but Yagao is going to the wrong side of the rift. Justice punch into a bush. Looking for some sort of way out of this one, but River and Tank can just go either sides of the wall. And Yagao will have to accept his fate. Actually trying not to give the kill over to River. Tank will take it. River still gets an assist.
But the top side of the map.
I'm gonna be honest, gonna side on with the guy who's 2-0-1 on a Kindred at 6 minutes into the game. The Mountain Dragon, and we'll see what soul is gonna grace us with its presence on the Rift today, buddies.
Looks like it's an Ocean.
Unified.
Okay, so they're getting the push again. They will get this tower. I want to see PSG, unfortunately, outside of a single Rift Herald. So PSG, in terms of the objective front, have been very dedicated to keeping them protected and alive. And they're doing a good job, and this will be the first tower of the game. It looks like JDG now finally going to break some of these outer towers.
Yeah, Zoom in such a good suit, but that just adds more pressure onto the map here for PSG. They'll take down this mid-tier 1, third turret of the game for them. Or second turret of the game for them. Getting an early lead and then playing just that little bit slower, more reactive. This is what we saw from them in the PCS. This is how they played in the PCS. Compared to Plains, where it was all Kongwei and Uniboy really exploding the game, that wasn't a typical PSG style. PSG are fighting for the Ocean Dragon. They'll start it up. Yagao, Lumao on the front line, trying to step forward into the PSG team, but here comes the call of the Forge God, and there goes Loken, flash forward from Tank. Loken flashes away to try and spy, but the Ocean Dragon has to be the target here for PSG. Kanavi in the pit, doesn't get it, secured by PSG, and now Kanavi will pay for his sacrifice with his life. PSG a spot in first. Damwon Gaming would secure it. PSG would get their first win of the tournament, but Yagao is trying to say something else about it. Zoom stepping forward. Is a Flame, is a Risen looking for the damage here on the KL, and Arby goes in, but there is the Nasher secured. Taken by River, but the engage with the taunt. River pops the Lamb's Respite. First time we've seen that this game, but it works out so well for him. Yagao steps out of it and immediately is popped. Zoom chased away. PSG all gonna get out alive. Loken trying to have something to say about it as he dashes forward, looking for the damage with Mystic Shots, but the ace in the hole, the turn around. Goodbye, Zoom! Loken has to jump across the wall, but he's done for as well. PSG with an incredible fight around the Baron. Turn it back around on JDG. Lumao
only get one kill while PSG walk away with the Ocean Soul, with the Baron.
Starting for this next wave before they should be able to crack this tier 2 in bot.
Still have the Baron for another 30 seconds. Let's see if they can actually break into the base.
Those minions towards this bot lane tower as soon as possible. Baron buff falls off, but the wave is here, and it's a cannon. As PSG once again start to chunk out this inhibitor tower. Knockup's going to land onto Zoom. River jumping in, but they just want the turret to start it off. Lots of damage onto River. Zoom forced away as well. There's the Lamb's Respite to keep the Kindred alive. Divine Judgment coming out from Zoon. Here's the hero's entrance, and you can see the re-engagement. Unified's already taken 2. PSG find another in the fight. Kanavi forced away. Unified's on the chase. That's a triple, and he's looking for his penta. Loken and Lumao forced underneath the Nexus towers. The inhibitor will fall. No wave in the mid lane yet for PSG.
Tank is looking to reset. He's going to TP back in. I think PSG is going to look to end the game right now, Medic. 30-second death time as JDG have got nothing left.
Loken and Lumao have to do something absolutely miraculous to hold on to this game, but PSG are having none of it. They take the Nexus towers, and in an absolute shellacking, 11 kills to 1, PSG claim their first win at Worlds 2020.
A well-deserved. Orion is actually relatively short range. Oh, bro. Okay. So the thing about Braum is, I understand in the context of why you would pick it versus did in fact solo kill Showmaker earlier in the day. Now we see Finn. He did get the tower aggro.
Yeah, takes it. Hanabi's going to fall. Finn flashes away. One more shot will hit him, but he just survives. River dives in. And a shotgun to the back of the Aurelia is the first Dragon of the game. And once again, it's a relatively early Drake here, Vedius, for PSG. 7 minutes on the clock.
Certainly is the case. You can see that mid lane discrepancy really starting to build. Larson coming up to the top river to assist his jungler. Needs a response overall from Rogue to be able to secure that objective. They're at the
hook. There is the hook, and there goes Hansama. PSG just wait.
20 farm, very close to completing that. What is likely to be Luden's Echo first item. And yeah, PSG continuing to look dominant as they secure.
PSG are all just pushing in at the bottom lane. You can see Unified and Hanabi have actually teamed up as Hansama gets the bonk and gets the plate to get back to this wave. And Finn maybe overstayed a little bit here, perhaps thinking that Hanabi had left. Tempo's going to come out. Finn dodges away with the blade search, and now he's going to try and turn it back on the Ornn. Dives in, and there's Glacial Fissure as well, but there's already 4 members of PSG here, and they try and turn it back around. Finn already down. PSG collapse in the bottom.
Exactly the same thing on the other side of the map. And a bit of a cross map as Unified will secure his team, rather, the first tower. Rogue, the bright side for them is they are going to get a tower of their own as they take down the tier 2 in top lane.
Yeah, a little bit more gold going over to last. Back off cooldown yet. Hanabi's up in the top lane trying to get this tower. The Dragon has been started up by Rogue. We'll draw attention to the fact there's Mikhail's on the thresh, and here the fight really begins as Hanabi's going to teleport in. PSG looking for the Dragon. Rogue being forced away, and River could try and burst this one down. Ultimate comes out from the Abadios. Reset on the Dragon, secured by Unified, third of the game for PSG. And Rogue just weren't able to find an engage.
They can mitigate Hanabi's ability to engage, but outside of that, there's no real way outside of like a good flank, which they were completely denied. So of course, PSG, after taking the Drake and then moving into mid lane, they have easy access to this tier 3, and kind of Rogue is being run around the map right now.
Really are. Finn is going to get a tier 1 in the bottom lane in exchange for the tier 2 in mid. It's a 3,000 gold lead for PSG, and they are looking to end their Worlds run on a...
Finn, it's going to be a difficult fight for him, as now he's looking for a kill into Hanabi.
Teleport coming in, Vanguard's Edge is going to connect. The call to the Forge God comes out, but Hanabi, I'm not sure who you're praying to right now, as Rogue try and collapse in the bottom lane. Hanabi's dead, River tried to join the fray, but couldn't. Powerful against Rogue's team, because you've said it a few times, Vedius. You have to go in. The sleep's going to land here onto River, though. KaiWing looking for the hook, flash away, but there's the stun with the concussive blows. The last embrace going to come out as well, and the shutdown goes over to River. A little bit too greedy.
Has come for Unified. River, KaiWing, Unified, all sitting on the flank hook lands.
See Vander already caught out. He's going to put up the Unbreakable. Dawning Shadow used as well. There's the knocker from the call of the Forge God. Tank, look at the flank position as Hanabi dives in onto Vander. Vander's still alive somehow, but here goes Tank. Unleash power straight into the face of Finn, and Tank gets one, and there's the second. Finn's down. Inspired goes Gordon, but he cannot stop this fight. PSG with 4 in the mid lane. You Baron, 27.5 minutes in. PSG will take the Baron buff, will take a 4,000 gold advantage, and have 30 seconds to reset. PSG setting up towards the top side. You can see Finn looking for a flank. He's on a ward. That blast cone is awarded by PSG. KaiWing misses the hook. Dragon down to 4,000. Off towards the top side of this fight. Tank is looking for a flank once again. Lots of damage from the Inferno. Moonlight Vigil coming out. Hansama was tagged with it, and the Dragon goes down. The mountain secured here by PSG, and they're still looking for the fight. Hook onto Finn once again. KaiWing down towards the bottom side. He's doing so much working lanterns in his teammate as well. Finn's going to try and trade onto Unified, but he can't win against the Aphelios. No one has died as of yet, but Rogue have definitely lost this fight. Finn trying to heal up off the Krugs, and PSG are still on the chase. Hanabi has the call of the Forge God. Finn has nowhere to go. He's going to try and TP out the Calibrum. Not there, the Inferno. He gets the kill. Unified will take him. And now Rogue are being collapsed on. The Shockwave does absolutely zilch. And now Vander will fall. Call of the Forge God eaten up by the shield. But Vander pays for it with his life.
PSG secure themselves the Mountain Soul. They're going to TP in. They're looking to continue the chase.
Hansama, the unleashed power, not enough, but the scattering of the weak, and it's Rogue who are the weak in this game. PSG still have the Baron for a minute, 10 seconds, Vedius. They could look to close.
They're looking to break into the base, and Rogue have just crumbled. They could not find any good fight, and PSG have only continued to scale up. Excellent execution in every single fight, and Rogue looking to go 0-3 on the day, whereas some redemption as PSG and Rogue close out Worlds 2020.
And what a performance it was from PSG. Some may have said their win against JDG was a one-off, was a fluke, was a surprise to be sure, but they show in this game against Rogue that it was no mistake. PSG now on the Nexus towers. The first falls, there's a cannon and a couple of minions to guide in this wave. And the second Nexus tower is the target. Hanabi on the front line. You can see the damage coming out. Kaiwing looking for a hook, can't quite find it yet. Finn's gonna dive in, Vivid low. But there is the crescendo from Unified. And you cannot face an Aphelios when he has his chakrams available. The shockwave coming out, Unified still heals up. Tank goes on a killing spree. And PSG, they're playing with their food just a little bit as Rogue forced back to the fountain. The Nexus tower will fall to the cannons.
PSG continuing the siege, though, even with low health members. The Nexus is exposed. They're looking to end it here.
Moonlight Vigil goes wide, but PSG will have a swan song in this game. The Nexus falls. PSG take down Rogue.
A great end for PSG's across the board. Damwon now. They are, in fact, going to put the set in the top lane, and they're going to round their composition out with Engage. The early levels with the...
Nogri is not in a good position here. Hookshot wall dive will be able to catch him out if Zoom uses it. There's the face breaker, but the damage is coming down onto Nogri. He's got the haymaker, he's going to use it for the shield, but Yagao's on his way up, and Canyon's trying to turn this around. Nogri has to flash into the tri-bush, but Zoom will jump in and get the kill. Stun coming out, there's the taunt flashed away by Kanavi.
So I do believe that it was JDG that actually secured that first blood. Zoom flashing in to actually secure that kill. But notice that this wave is in a very awkward spot for Zoom. So even though Nogri does die, he's actually going to be a huge benefactor off the back of this, and I like the response. Zoom actually TP'd into the mid lane, now they're looking for a play.
Oh, he stops the Justice Punch with a hookshot wall dive, and Showmaker, no flash, used it in the last fight, and the sweep will get the kill.
The last bit of experience, make sure it's not frozen, and then we look for a play in mid. But now Showmaker's back.
Canyon's on the way, there's a minion wave though to block up here. Stun card available for Yagao. They turn it back around. Showmaker's dead again. Literally.
And then kind of try and force plays around the bot side of the map. Maybe look for dives once they hit that level 6 mark. Unfortunately, they're having him, and they're going to funnel this gold onto Nogri. They're going to put a little bit more faith in him, and Canyon's also going to claim some gold, but also they're going to bring this very extended lane to invade the bot side.
And we haven't really seen the roaming out of JDG that perhaps we would have done as Bell dives in here onto Lumao. Collateral damage will chase him through the magical journey. And Damwon Gaming get that.
Quickly gain something back. Now, JDG on the offensive.
They're all diving in onto Nogri. Teleport's going to come out as Showmaker wants to join the fray. There's 3 players up here, but Nogri's just killing Zoom. The Hextech Ultimatum comes down. Nogri still gets the shutdown. In the end, Kanavi will join up with Yagao. The sleep's going to land onto this Galio. Yagao waiting for the Sun cards to come out. It's a double for Kanavi, but Nogri showing it.
So, props to Damwon. They're going to get their first streak of the game, and suddenly what looked like a devastating early game is actually kind of Showmaker's ultimate could have been used for, but ends up not happening. Either way, as we were saying, gold's still very even. Slight advantage for ADG. Looks like JDG's looking for a pick.
Beryl does have his ultimate. There's the bullet time. Beryl's dead. He doesn't even pop his up, but the teleport comes in behind them as Nogri wants a little piece of this action. Tempered Fate's going to stop him in his tracks. Hero's entrance coming out. Nogri dive bombed on, but Zoom is able to escape from the bottom side. There's a lilting lullaby. Here comes Yagao from the top. Ghost trying to trade onto him, but already Canyon is dead. Down towards the bottom side, the showstopper's used onto Loken, but Nogri is caught out in 3 members of JDG. And Nogri, you're not going to win this one this time. Double kill for Yagao. Zoom takes another.
And that ends up being accelerate that gold lead when the gold is very even, when it was in a pretty relatively safe map state for both sides. Damwon commit and they end up getting punished.
And you look at it, like Beryl had ultimate.
They are the first team in this tournament to really push Damwon to this limit.
Showmaker's going to pop the taunt. Destiny has been used by Yagao as well. Canyon forced down towards the bottom side. Yagao actually fighting Nogri here. There's no wave at the tower, so Nogri's actually just going to look for the straight up dive. Doesn't have the showstopper. Has the haymaker, turns it around. True damage not quite connecting. Kanavi off towards the top side. He's being fought by Showmaker, but here comes Loken with the damage. Beryl forced up towards the top of the fight, and he will land the knockup, but he won't do much.
Tower, but Zoom is doing the exact same thing on the top side of the map, and while Nogri isn't getting any kills, Zoom is put down on their first on the objective. They're going to burst this one out very quickly. JDG, they don't look like that they're going to catch these waves, but there's no real need for them now, so JDG have to push them out, which is why we can see Yagao actually going top, and Lumao getting picked off.
Yeah, Beryl just jumps straight in. Nogri's going to take the kill. Here's the hero's entrance. Loken uses the heal to get the movement speed to get the hell out of there, because he wanted none of that swell seed. Dodge just goes wide. Here's the Destiny coming in from Yagao as well, and Zoom tries to dive in. The bullet time comes out, but the shutdown goes over to Ghost. Beryl doing a lot of work on the front line. The sleep's going to land only onto 1. Nogri will fall, but JDG only able to get a 1-for-1 trade so far. 1-for-2, sorry. Ghost flashes the wall,
position. And they don't actually convert it into a huge amount off the back of it. But now they may be looking for a pick onto Noguri.
Yeah, Noguri is all on lonesome here. He's going to pop the showstopper, counter TP coming out. Zoom's going to have to flash the wall, but Yagao has the stun card locked in. There's the exhaust onto the set. The Haymaker coming out, the Temper Fate into a 4-man taunt. Bevel's on his way as well. Noguri gets Zoom, and now this could be an incredible fight with Damwon as Ghost is off towards the top side fighting against Kanavi. Showmaker quite low. Low can try to do the damage that he can. Bullet time coming out. Hits Bevel. Hero's entrance now going to dive bomb back onto Noguri. Kanavi off towards the top of this fight. Isn't able to get in, but Canyon snuck behind them. Canyon is here, and he is darn angry. Collateral damage goes in. The bait's call lands Bevel on the back line, and he gets the shutdown onto Kanavi. And this is an incredible fight for Damwon Gaming. Yagao and Lumao. Seeker's arm guard Zonya's, but doesn't have it yet, and Bevel is looking for that engage opportunity. What else have we got up? Only Noguri's. Only the showstopper, and Zoom is looking for the fight on the back line. Showmaker already down. Bevel forced away the Baron. Down to 2,000 HP. There's no jungler in the pit here with Damwon. It just needs Canyon to secure it. Ghost will take it. Yagao dodges away from the face breaker, goes back in with the stun card, but the showstopper knocks him against the wall and keeps Ghost alive for the moment. Noguri's going to sacrifice himself as he dives onto Yagao. Can't quite get there, and Zoom will take another 3 Barons down for Damwon.
Wow. Okay, so Damwon realize they have to commit to this objective. They know they can secure it with Kalista and Graves having smite. They walk away, but they lose 3 members. JDG are going to quickly look to try and punish Damwon for this, as they have the rise set on the Drake spawning in 30 seconds, along with a tier 2 tower. Crazy stuff between the two teams. This is much more of what we expected from 2 of the favorites to win the whole thing.
Yeah, no 10k gold lead for Damwon at the 21-minute mark.
Items have started to come through. Look, Set working on his 3rd item. Likely to be the death stance.
Base Call's going to pull back Bevel, and they are wanting to get out of this fight. But with the Destiny, Yagao's actually going to reposition into the mid lane, and there's a TP flank here coming out from Zoom. Has the Hex ultimatum, has the engage, dives in, 3-man stun, there's the Hex ultimatum, and Ghost is done for. The bullet time rips Damwon Gaming to absolute shreds. Bevel will fall as well, and JDG
getting a 3-man stun off, like everything just came together for JDG off the back of that, and now that Baron will have to face check this.
Lumao does have the Temper Fate. Bevel looking for the flank. The Hex flash across the wall is going to be incredible. The bullet time stopped immediately. Loken goes golden, but can JDG fight back from their AD carry just being deleted? Lumao tries to dive into the front line. There's a showstopper from Noguri. Kanavi uses his stopwatch as well, but Zoom has killed Ghost. Now Yagao opening up with the blue cards, trying to get the damage down. Kanavi's going to fall. Yagao fighting off in a 2v1, has to use a stopwatch of his own. Zoom trying to act as the body man, act as a bouncer. Yagao has a blue locked in once again, and now it's Zoom v3. The GA will bring him back, but immediately he's going to get sent straight packing for the fountain. He turns it back around. He kills Canyon. The jungle is down. And JDG, well, not always as powerful as a Baron. Killing off Canyon by Zoom at the end of this fight. But the early flank from Baron.
Oh, so good, because it just completely locks up Loken. The rest of the team can't help. Lumao tries to flash in and help, but then all he does is lure Canyon away. This ends up being a 4 versus 3. Kanavi buys a lot of time, doing a lot of damage as well. And then it's Yagao and Zoom. Huge props to Yagao. The way in which he plays this alongside Zoom, you can see why they're called the dumpling duo, because they work beautifully. And that play was delicious as JDG. They can secure the Baron.
Canyon tried to get it with the collateral damage, but I think he was still just coming off the respawn timer.
That must have been the fact that because Damwon took so long to take the Cloud Drake, it took them so long to reset. You can see the teleport was used from Showmaker. With the Baron buff, then knocking on the doors of the base of Damwon. This could be the last line of defense as JDG now gather to try and get a victory over the undefeated Damwon.
It is the first time at Worlds 2020 that Damwon have lost an inhibitor tower. It is the first time they have lost.
Damwon are going to need another miracle fight in order to come back into this.
The wall, Noguri down towards the bottom side of this. Zoom diving in. Showmaker's going to flash away. Now Canyon opens up onto Zoom. There's the bullet time. Double stopwatch used by Canyon and Showmaker. Noguri, though, going in with the showstoppers. The rest of his team is not there, but the hero's entrance is a little bit too late. Showmaker dive bombs into the middle of JDG. The ignite goes down as Bevel will be the first of all. Showmaker follows shortly after. And JDG, they welcome Damwon with open arms. They said, dive into us as much as you want. We'll take your lives. We'll take your Nexus. And we will take the first win over Damwon Gaming at Worlds 2020. Gods can bleed, and JDG showed us that today as they will defeat Damwon Gaming in the final game of Group B. In a moment's time.
In a moment's time, they'll
There we
take
go.
the Nexus. I wanted to give you your moment, Medic, but JDG did.
This is like
that came out.
yes. Oh, anything can happen in this group. Amazing. What do you think? You've been part of some of these lineups.
The TSM
actually.
run back.